Welcome to Herf Zone Live, the show that is unlike any other cigar show, where we have the most eclectic lineup of guests, of which some smoke cigars and some who don't. Either way, we bring you the best content weekly. Herf Zone Live is sponsored by StogieLives.com. If you're looking for a social media site that's just for cigar smokers, make sure you head on over to StogieLives.com and tell them Shirtless Mike sent you. It's all good right there. So, I hope everybody has had a great day. Today was just phenomenal. It was beautiful. Um, you know, there's nobody watching just yet, but sometimes people are a little slow on things. Uh, so yeah, people will join us momentarily. But yeah, without further ado, my special guest tonight is Ashley, aka Big Ashes Cigars. You can find her on Instagram at BigAshesCigars, and we're just gonna have a fun time. We're gonna talk about what she's got going on. You might remember her from the celebration of the Sisters of the Leaf show that I did. She was amongst awesome female cigar smokers, and that's what we do here on Herf Zone Live. We celebrate awesome women in the cigar industry and what they got going on. So without further ado, waiting patiently in a Cigar Hustlers podcast green room, we got Ashley from Big Ashes Cigars. What's going
Hey,
on? How you doing?
good. It's nice to hang with another Italian. Now
I
someone's
know,
watching because
right?
I'm here watching.
Exactly. Well, I still don't. It still
Good
says
seeing
zero,
you.
but it's all good. People, tune
The
in wherever
best
they
people
tune
are
in.
here, so it doesn't even
Yes.
matter.
Yeah, people catch it after the fact a lot, so it's all good. Well, the comments will start pouring in, no worries. But
Oh
yeah,
yeah. Do the comments pop up for me? Or they
I
just pop
think
up on
it.
your end?
I think you could probably. Are you on your phone?
Yeah. So maybe not.
Okay, I don't know, maybe not, because it's been
All
a
right.
while since I've joined somebody's StreamYard show from my phone. So,
All right. Well, if there's
but
anything
yeah.
good, let me know.
Oh yeah, well, I'll pop it up on the screen when people decide they want to pop up on the screen.
Perfect.
So yeah, so we were talking before the show, and it's a little bit cold for California. Like, what's the weather like right now?
I'm gonna sound so lame. It's like 65 and I'm freezing. But that's really cold for California. It's like a little
Same thing for
breezy.
Florida.
Yeah, I know. And I have friends who live where it snows and they're just like, oh, 65, it's 30 here. And I'm just like, well, you should move. Like, I don't know why you live there.
Yeah, you know what I tell them? I just tell them to go fuck themselves.
Also, that's good too, but I want to stay friends with them.
You know what? But see, my friends though, that's how we interact with each other. That's why we get along so good because you got a sense of humor and you don't
Oh,
get
I give
offended about
zero fucks.
zero fucks given. So
Zero
that's the
fucks.
reason. So I
No,
mean,
I
you know,
know. I
you,
actually got in a fight with my friend about that today because she's a girl, and I love girls. All my friends for the most part are women, but I struggle to communicate with women, so I don't know how you guys do it. Like being a man, we are so difficult.
I mean, yeah, sometimes, but I mean, I get along well with women because I'm not a creeper, and
It's fair. It's
you
always a
know
good start.
I was raised right and all that. So I mean, I've worked around women, and and I also pride my show on. I think I've pretty much. I'm so far over the last like couple years that I started this show. I've interviewed probably more Sisters of the Leaf per capita. Other shows they interview Sisters of the Leaf, but I just like to show that honor and show the
That's because the
classy
sisters
women
leave
out
where the
there.
party is.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly,
that's where all the fun's
exactly.
happening.
Exactly, for sure.
Smart,
I
genius.
want I
You
want
figured
to
it out.
highlight I want to highlight the women out there who are, real cigar smokers, cuz as a man just, being on social media and you see a bunch of women posing with cigars, but a lot of them aren't always true cigar smokers.
Oh
And
yeah, there's
I mean,
cigar smokers that are
the
pretty, and then
props.
there's people who want to be a model. I think cigars are like a gateway into being a model.
Exactly, and I mean, I'm not the dude that likes props. Like I'm not that dude that likes shallowness, and So I want to highlight awesome Sisters of the Leaf so that people can see what they're up to and everything. So we're gonna go ahead and get started though. So the first time I had you on, it was the all-female cigar smoker
It
panel.
was so fun. Those girls were awesome.
Yes, most definitely. and but now I get you one on one here because you've been doing a lot of big things. So your following has grown even more. You've done other show appearances, and now you're all over the place. So look, I
Yeah.
was looking at your Instagram before the show. You're almost at like 20,000 followers. Like
Yes.
how did you do it?
I don't know. I just keep posting and I guess people like it. I wish I could like tell you like here's the secret and you too will grow your Instagram. I don't know. Instagram honestly makes no sense to me. And every time I try to read about their like little algorithm, everyone has a different opinion about it. So I post the kind of content I find interesting, and if other people like it too, great. It's my style.
Yeah, I mean,
Um,
I think that's kind of like the key to it because before I was active on Insta, I tried different methods. Like there was like an automation thing where it like likes comments and all that and stuff for you, and kind of grew it a little bit. But I mean, like just real deal growth is like where it's at. Just post what people want to read about and see, especially like the
yeah.
videos like the reels and all that. Like I've posted a few reels and they got like a lot of views on them. I'm like, holy crap. Like I posted on my shop I worked for, posted on their Instagram, and we got room 101 back in stock. It was a couple months back,
Oh, nice.
and I got
I love
like,
Room 101.
oh, me too, Boofy, that's my boy, that's my homie right there.
He's so cool.
But anyway, so that thing got like a couple thousand like views on it, like the reels, because people it's
Oh
like
yeah,
TikTok.
people love reels.
Yeah,
You know
so
what? I love reels too, and I'll watch them, and it's so hypnotic because like 3 hours later, I'm just like, whoa, where I'm still watching reels. Like, what has happened with my day?
yeah,
Um, so
and
oh, see
especially
now it
like
is windy. It
the
might blow my
dumbest
phone up.
shit. You see the dumbest shit
Oh,
on there, like, but it's like
I
so
went down
entertaining.
like a downward spiral reels where I was watching like I don't know like some popcorn thing. Have you seen those like popcorn reels where they're literally just like making popcorn? And the next thing I
No.
know, like an hour of my life had gone by, and all I was doing was watching these like nonstop reels of people making popcorn. And it's so stupid, but it's so soothing.
Now
I
let
don't
me
know.
ask you this: do you got ADD as well?
So bad. I think that's why I'm like social media is good for me because it's
Yeah,
everywhere all the time and all the places and all the colors. And I think I thrive in that kind of environment of just like everything everywhere all the time.
yeah,
Uh, I don't know. I mean, yeah. I don't know if I actually have ADD. I feel like I just do a lot of stuff all the time. I've
yeah.
never gone
Well,
to a
I
doctor, but
do, and then like the ADD brain, like the way it works, like we're both kind of doing it like during the show, like we're
Mhm.
going down rabbit holes. Like I mentioned, Matt Booth. It was like, oh, I love Matt Booth, and I was like,
And the
trying, then
popcorn.
then I try to finish what I was gonna say, and then the popcorn, and
I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Finish what you're saying about Matt Booth.
oh, I think we already finished that, but
Oh, okay. No, I'm with you though. It's part of today's society too. I feel like it's so easy to be everywhere all the time because there's
mhm.
just so much like stuff, like everything's so shiny.
Absolutely. No, I definitely agree there because it's so hard. I have to do one thing at a time because otherwise I just like get distracted and I have to make sure I finish that task. It's craziness. It's having ADD. It's so I had to learn how to deal with it as an adult. As a kid, I took medicine, but I had to learn how to deal with it. It's been a nonstop struggle,
Yeah.
but yeah. So
But good for you.
we're gonna get into the real interview here. So you got on Instagram at the start of the pandemic, as we talked about in the previous show, and previously you were already smoking cigars for 10 years. How
I
has
was.
how has putting yourself out there as a public personality changed your life since you started your journey?
Honestly, it's really not that different. I mean, like it seems like I have a lot of followers in the cigar world. Because for cigars, like almost 20,000 is a lot. It's such a niche community. But like in regular everyday life, it's not a big deal. I mean, I know someone who has like a couple 100,000 followers in everyday life, and that to me is like mind blowing because they'll actually go places and like get recognized. B, if I'm in a cigar shop, people will sometimes know who I am, but other than that, outside of our like little mini world of this niche community, just a regular person. So
Oh
not a very
yeah.
exciting answer. Sorry. I mean, I wish I could be like, oh, now I have a Lamborghini, but I don't.
No, I wasn't trying to look for anything like that, but
No.
like just through that, like, um, like have you met anybody, just through, that type of following, like have you met anybody, like that you've wanted to meet, that you're like,
Oh
hey, I like
yeah.
their cigars and all that.
Oh, absolutely. I met you. You're cool. Uh,
Thank you.
that's the best thing about social media though. I mean, if you think about other forms of content, I can't like see someone I like on the news and just be like, oh, let me message them and be their friend. But on social
Yeah.
media, I can reach out to Matt Booth and be like, hey, Matt, like, what's up? You know, which is so cool. But I definitely will say that, like, just being a part of the social media cigar world has afforded me the ability to talk to brand owners that normally I wouldn't get to talk to, which is amazing because they're also some of the coolest people I know.
Oh, absolutely.
Like this one I'm
Absolutely.
smoking. I know you know Greg too.
Yeah.
He's like one of the nicest human beings ever. And if it wasn't for social media, I would have never connected with him.
Yeah, definitely. So, like when did you guys exactly meet on social media, and kind of how did that, friendship kind of form there?
Yeah. So I met him at TPE actually, like at the after party at the bar. But he was talking to people and I just talked to him for a second. He was like, oh, yeah, these are my cigars. Cool. But I think he actually found me like 3 months later and was like, hey, we met. Like, can I send you a couple samples and try it out? And if you like it, post, cool. If not, it's fine. But I ended up like really liking his cigars. Like his Sun Country is probably one of my favorite Connecticut wrap cigars. Like definitely top five favorite Connecticut wraps.
Oh yeah, I got to try the now that the press release has been out. I got to try the Sun Country Corona size when it
Oh,
came
is
when
it
it came to
good?
my shop. Yes, it was awesome, phenomenal.
See, I love that Sun Country too. And I actually have to credit that cigar to changing my opinion about Connecticut wrap cigars. Because before I smoked that, I was like, I really just don't like them. Like they just don't hit right for me. And I tried that, it totally changed my opinion.
Oh, absolutely. I like Connecticut's like in the morning time, like that's like my main time that I'll smoke a Connecticut, or if I just, I smoke a lot, so sometimes like maybe like midway through the day, I'll smoke something to just kind of give my palate a little bit of a break or whatever. But
For
morning
sure.
morning time is where it's at for sure.
But yeah, Greg is awesome. Some of the other awesome people I wanted to meet. Do you know Leo from Nova Cigars?
No, not yet. I,
Okay,
I
well,
I
I absolutely adore her. Uh, she's
I mean, I
so
know who she
cool.
is. I just haven't met her
Yeah.
yet.
Oh yeah. So I met her at TPE. But before that, her and I communicated on social media a little bit, and we actually FaceTimed. And she's literally the nicest person ever. Like so sweet. She gave me amazing advice about the industry. I absolutely adore Leo. The cigars are great too, but just like cigars aside from being awesome, she's just a really good person. Um, so hats off to Leo. She's one of the other amazing. Actually, if you're looking for more Sisters of Leaf, I definitely will put like a big star by her name that you should have Leo on.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I've seen some interviews with her and all that. I'll definitely keep that in mind for sure.
Yeah, she's such a like just such a sweet, good, genuine person. And that's how most of the people in this industry are. They're
Yeah,
mostly like really just cool down to earth people.
yeah. And I know you were at TPE and you were hanging out with Jeffrey Amendola and Chris Monaco, my fucking
Yeah.
guys right there, awesome dudes. And
Yeah. Jeff's my
you know,
cousin, not cousin.
I mean, I finally got to hang out with them both at the Great Smoke. Like, I already met Jeff in Tampa, hung out with
Aren't they
him,
so
and
cool?
yeah, like had him on the show, and they're just like awesome dudes. Like, just to hang out with them and everything. Um, but yeah, you were helping them out at TPA. I heard some of that kind of like that backstory and all that. So like, how did y'all connect and all that?
Another social
Cause
media. Yeah.
I thought you were about to start repping for them at first. The way I was like, oh, like
Oh,
kept hearing
no.
rumors to the grapevine or something. Nothing was
No, you know what?
confirmed.
I don't actually rep for anybody. I really try to promote the brands in my box because every box I do, I put brands in there that I like really love and I'm passionate about. Brands that I feel like are backed by good people and good tobacco. Like I won't put a brand in the box if the cigar is great, but the owner sucks as a person, if that makes sense.
Oh,
Um,
absolutely.
yeah, so they were actually one of the first cigars I had in my box for my last month's first run. But yeah, they're amazing. So not officially repping, but I really do try to hype up the brands in my box because they're cigars that I personally love, and I want everybody else to love them too.
Yeah.
So that's why, yeah. So Amendola was in my box. Greg was also in my box the first month, and then Asylum. They have some amazing people, great tobacco. Roll, who's in charge of their marketing, is like one of the sweetest people too. So kudos to him.
Yeah, absolutely. So this big ash box here, that's like the main thing, we were going to talk about. We kind of got off on tangents, but I think it's a good
Oh, no
spot
worries.
right here so how did you come up with the concept for the big ash box? Like, when did that idea start cooking and all that and
Um,
how
it's
and
kind of
all
like
that?
a collaboration of a lot of things. So I don't know if you've seen my barbecue posts, but I've been
Mhm.
barbecuing for a while, smoking cigars for a while. And I have a lot of like barbecue followers who are like, hey, I don't smoke cigars a lot. What do you recommend? So I really wanted to combine both things into one box, just like a big box of, shit I love, basically. Um, so it's a lot of fun. It's got a barbecue seasoning. I can just show you actually. That's probably easier than me telling you.
Yes.
Uh, but yeah, it wasn't like one moment where I was like, aha, like this is it. This is what I'm doing. It's just kind of a long process of different ideas coming together. And I'd done different cigar clubs before and subscribed to other ones.
Yeah.
So I kind of had an idea of like what I liked in them and what I didn't like in them. So I
Mhm.
basically like, stole from other clubs what they were doing that I loved and then replaced it with things I didn't love and kind of came up with this concept. So here is the box.
Yeah, I'm still
Um,
here.
oh yeah, no worries. So every box I pack it with this like nice crinkle to keep all your cigars and everything safe. So every month that I come out with them, and I'm coming out with them about every 2 months, you get a recipe card in there. So every month I do my own recipe. It's really just basic barbecue stuff. I try to make it as foolproof as possible. And then that recipe pairs with either the rub or sauce I'm going to do. So this month I did the Yoder chicken rub. It's freaking amazing. Even if you just do like a basic chicken breast in the oven, it comes out perfect. I love it. Everyone this month, because I like to include fun extras, gets Cutter from Bovida. I don't know if you're like me, Mike, but I literally always lose my cutters. I think
I
it's
don't
probably
typically lose my cutters.
really, oh, I lose them everywhere. If you walk in my house, there's like a cutter on every table. And then when you come into my backyard, you can't find the cutter. It doesn't make any sense. Um, so no matter like how good your cutter is, it's always good to have an extra one. And then here's kind of the weird thing that I included this month. Oh, actually, I'll show you. I also included a discount card from Haltman's. I don't get any commission off this discount card. I just happen to really like their meat. They're an online butcher. So I called them up and I was like, hey, I'm doing this box. Can you provide people with a discount and put it in my box? So they said yes, which is cool. Then everyone this month gets 3 chocolates, which seems like a weird thing to put in there, but I'll explain why. So have you tried Escobar cigars yet? Escobar.
Escobar. No, but I've
I don't
heard
know if
of
you can see it.
them. Hold on,
Okay,
hold on, hold
so
on, hold on, hold
oh,
on. Let me
put it up
put you
closer.
back. There you go.
Um, so Escobar is great, but if you smoke a cigar and have like a chocolate or some kind of dessert with it, they're fucking fantastic. Like they're so
Hmm.
much better that way. So I wanted people to kind of have that tasting experience and smoke it and have their chocolate with it. So that's why the chocolates are in the box. I will show you the rest of the cigars. I know I already talked about Leo and how much I love her. I'm so excited that her cigars are in the box this month. Here, I'm just gonna pour it all out. So I also lost my Velvet pack. I also bubble wrap them, so every cigar is packed in this bubble wrap bag just to keep them safe. Like nothing's worse than getting cigars in the mail and having them be cracked.
Oh
I don't know if
yeah,
that's ever
good
happened to
package.
you.
No,
Yeah,
not
it's
really. I don't really buy a lot online. I like to support
good.
like more local.
Good.
Um, so it
Uh,
doesn't happen a lot, but I do the same thing whenever I send cigars to people.
oh yeah, you have to bubble wrap them. So pick this up. Yeah, so I pack everything with a 72% Bovida pack just to keep them fresh. And then I like to not just try one cigar from each brand because I feel like if you try one, it doesn't give you a good representation of the brand. So 2 Escobars. And I picked 2 different sizes just so you can get a different feel for it. And then I packed, everybody gets 2 Novas. I try to customize them based on people's flavor profile. So not everyone gets the same 2 Novas. Leo and I talked and we thought it'd be fun to kind of let people try different things from the brand. And then during the Zooms, people can compare what they do like, what they don't like. So everyone, well, I mean, not everyone because I sell 100, there's not 200 different Novas, but not everyone gets the same 2 exact Novas. So try to customize them based on what I think people will like. But yeah, if you've never tried Novas, they're freaking awesome. Like I said, Leo's amazing. I think all of their tobacco's aged, don't quote me on this, but I feel like it's aged 10-ish years before they roll them. So that's pretty dope to have. I mean, that's pretty rare in this industry to have something age that long.
Oh yeah.
And then I don't know if you've heard of these guys yet. I feel like they may be like the next big thing. Check out how cool this looks.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so that's actually wrapper on the bottom. It's not a band. You smoke that, and then on the top, it's got another wrapper. So the
Hmm.
Deseret is a newer cigar, but it got a 96 rating from Stogie Press. Freaking
Oh,
amazing
nice.
cigar. So bomb. Oh, I feel like there was a comment, but I can't read it because I don't have my glasses.
The cigar prop. He says, "What's up, ladies?" Kevin's
Oh,
calling
I
me a
love
lady.
cigar prop. Hey, Kevin.
He's calling
Uh,
me a lady.
Kevin's so cool. But yeah,
I
so
love
Apostate's
Kev.
kind of newer on the scene, but the Desert's freaking amazing. And then they only have 3 different blends, so I just figured I'd showcase all 3 of them. So the other 2, they're Initiatory and Lahona. This is another one that like definitely converted me more to the mild cigars. It's mild wrapped, but it smokes more like a mild medium, kind of in the middle.
Yeah.
Uh, but yeah, so that's what everyone gets. Everyone gets 7 cigars, and then we have 3 Zooms where I try to get the brand owners to come on as much as they can and talk about the cigars and answer questions, which is like a really fun experience because normally you don't get to ask brand owners about how they got started. And I mean, you do
Yeah.
because you do the podcast.
Yeah.
Um, but normally, like an everyday, consumer, you get your box in the mail and that's it. So I really
Hmm.
wanted to create more of an experience for people. So
Awesome.
now I can put this down and keep smoking. But so that's what I'm doing with the
Absolutely.
Big Ash box.
Oh yeah, definitely. Let's see here. I'm not going off my notes. I'm trying to, we've covered some of this stuff. So,
Oh, don't worry. I'll keep
uh,
talking. It's fine. I'll ask you questions.
yeah, yeah, you could go ahead and but no, I got some good stuff here. So, yeah, so tell us about like the Zoom Herf, like you've been doing this a few months now. So how's like the Zoom Herf been going and everything with
Oh,
that?
it's really fun. I think on the first one, people feel like a little bit awkward because they're all on Zoom together. I only make 100 boxes because I want to keep the Zooms really small. So it's kind of like I think at first people don't know what to expect because especially if you've never Herf before, you're not really like used to it.
Yeah,
I mean, I know you've been a part of plenty of Herf, so it's like an everyday thing for you. Um, but I think people get like nervous. But by the last one of the box, everyone's just like, "Oh, hey, how's your grandma?" Like they're all friends, And
yeah,
they're in the afternoons. People are having their cigar, and it's fun because we all smoke the same one. So, like I said, each one features a different brand. So we all smoke the same brand together, which is like a really great way to talk about it. It's nice to
oh
share that
yeah,
experience.
oh
Like I
yeah.
don't know about
Now,
you, but I love smoking the same cigar as my friend and then discussing it.
oh yeah, no, that's what makes it fun. I've been a part of some discussions like that, and like in the early days when everyone was locked down with COVID was going on and all that. Hold
Oh
on.
yeah.
Kevin's throwing me off my game here. Plenty of herfs. The show is named Herf Zone.
That's fair. Fair
Exactly.
point.
I've been on
Well put,
plenty of
Kevin.
herfs.
But yeah,
But
it's not
yeah,
like an everyday experience for most people who aren't like in the thick of it with the industry.
yeah. And I mean, it's become like the new norm. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if you were in 2020, you were doing a lot of virtual stuff like before this or whatever. But now there's like groups that get together like all the time, either on Instagram or people just freaking go live and just talk and herf and everything. So
It's
I
so
mean,
fun.
yeah, like do you see yourself like expanding more with like the herf option and do like a instead of just for like the big ash box, like just doing like a weekly virtual herf with people from all over the country, or like, or are you just going to
Um,
keep it within that realm of things?
I've definitely thought about it. I mean, I'm not at the point yet where I'm gonna like quit my job and just do the big ash box. Like right now, it's a fun like side hobby project. Like I said, I mean, I put the brands on there that I'm really passionate about. So maybe, I'm not saying no, but definitely maybe.
Oh yeah, definitely. And everybody can get your big ash box at
Oh,
BigAshesCigars.com, correct?
yep. Yep. And the name is the same as my Instagram. If you use the code Ashley, you get $5 off. If you're in the US, free shipping. Um, so cool stuff. No
Awesome.
pressure, but if you want one of a
Awesome.
hundred. Uh,
Absolutely. Somebody asked me because I was saying, I was talking about this show prior to the show, and I was like, yeah, the person who I'm always drinking out of the coffee cup that I ordered,
oh yeah, my coffee cup.
and because I keep it at the shop or whatever, and then they were like, are you gonna wear the shirt too? I was like, come on, you know how to wear shirts.
I know. I need to make more coffee cups actually.
Yeah, the coffee
Someone who
cups
bought
though,
one.
perfect
Oh,
size. I
I'm
don't
glad
like
you like
coffee
it.
cups that are too big. I don't like them too small. It's like the perfect
Oh, I'm
cup
glad you
there.
like it. Yeah. I know someone who bought one. I guess his dog like knocked it over, ate it or something. He's like, "When are you bringing the coffee cups back? I need one."
Yeah.
But yeah, it's fun. I mean, like I said, this industry is it's cool people. Like you're an awesome person. I'm glad I got to meet you. And if I didn't ever do the social media thing, that would have never happened probably.
Oh yeah, definitely. And the fact that you're not just jumping into cigars, out of nowhere, like you've already been a smoker for 10 years, like you're bringing that experience to the table, to the forefront on things. So it's definitely awesome there.
Yeah. And honestly, I mean, there are girls out there who are just models and model with cigars, but I hope over time they learn more and they like grow to love it for what it is and not just a attention thing. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, people think that I do like this whole shirtless thing for attention. I'm like, come on, like I'm no model type guy. I'm just me. Just what you see is what you get.
Yeah, I would do a shirtless podcast, but I don't think I want that kind of attention.
Have you ever thought about starting your own podcast though? Like, similar to
Yeah.
this or whatever?
Yeah, that's actually why I started the Instagram in the first place. And the Instagram took off and the podcast died.
Uh, like, were you gonna do like an audio podcast, or was it gonna
Yeah,
be like
I was
video
gonna.
like this?
Yeah, so it's gonna be kind of like this. I was supposed to do it with my two best friends, and then they decided they didn't want to do a podcast anymore, so that kind of died. And I mean, kudos to you for kind of doing your own thing. I just didn't want to do like my own podcast of just me. Um, so I never ended up doing it, but good for you for doing it. I think it's awesome.
Yeah, I think you would do well. You already got the recognition out there, so what you would have to do now is just, you know, I mean, you don't need anybody. Just book a guest every week, and people that you can vibe with. See, I started off like how Kevin does. Like Kevin will have like 5 pages of notes and all that, and I still kind of do that. I have notes here today but I was like, she's been on the show, we vibe well. Like I don't barely gonna need it because it kind of I'm at the point now where I'm just so used to it.
Mhm.
I don't really need the notes. Like unless it's somebody like if it's like a really big interview, then yeah, I'm gonna stick to that script and make
Oh
sure I
yeah.
don't forget anything. But like if I have Fuente on my show or something, you
Oh
know, I'm
yeah. Stick to
I'm
your
not.
script with Fuente.
Yeah, I'm not just gonna wing it. Although there will be some winging a little bit, but I mean, maybe if I have Steve Saka, I'm just gonna have to throw away all the notes because he'll
He'll just
Steve
talk about
Saka,
whatever he wants anyway.
Steve Saka, he holds it. Like I've done my Steve Saka impression. Like I was doing it for my coworker today. He
We do
holds
it
a
again.
cig-
I gotta
he
lean
holds
in
a
for this.
he holds a cigar like this. Hold on. Let me
Let's see the
make
full
my
Saka.
yeah. Hold on, I'm gonna make myself big. Hold on. So Steve Saka, he holds a cigar like this, and then he'll be just talking. He'll be like, I just don't know if that cigar is good enough, and he just like he holds his head back like that, put his nose up in the air, and he's just like talking just about whatever.
I love it. You know what? I have such a love hate relationship with Steve Saka because he really is kind of a jerk, but he knows his shit. So like you can't get mad at it because he really does know what he's talking about and he makes an amazing cigar.
Let me see a cigar prop said here. It said,
What do you
I'd
say?
rather look at I'd rather look at Ash than Saka any day of the week. I think Saka would agree.
No,
Touche,
all right.
I agree.
Should I do a Steve Saka impression?
Do it.
All right, I'm gonna put an asterisk with sorry, Saka. This guy doesn't know who I am. I'm fucking Steve Saka. That's it. That's all I got.
Oh Lord.
No, but I do love, like, he really does know his shit. And I've never smoked a bad cigar from Saka. So, like, hats off to him. He's kind of a dick, but, like, I feel like he's earned it.
That's why I call him Uncle Steve because he reminds me of like my own uncle. Like I'm like, hey Uncle Steve, how you doing? He gives me a big old bear hug.
Yeah, like, you can't be mad at that, you know? If he didn't know anything and he just, like, snuck up in the industry and was just like, oh, I make cigars now. I'm Steve Saka. Then I'd be like, that guy's a fucking prick. But, like, he's been doing it for forever. Everything he makes is great. So you can't be mad at that.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I definitely saw a bunch of Dumbarton, and I smoked a Tricky Trocker today.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
I will
I
say
love
that
that.
my favorite Steve Saka or cigar, he's discontinuing. I don't know if you've had the Todos Los Dias,
Yeah,
but
I
that one's
have.
getting discontinued. That's my favorite one he makes, and it's gone.
You better stock up then.
I know. Honestly, my humidor's so full though. Like, I need to stop stocking up. I keep stocking up on everything. I'm like waiting for an apocalypse so I can finally get to all these cigars.
Yeah, definitely. Now, what kind of humidor do you have? If it's so chock full, do you got like a
I
do you have
have a
you have one
lot.
of like the cool you have like one of the cooler doors I know because you post about it.
Yeah, I know. I actually should post about that again. So I have two. I have the New Air, the 840, and then I was like, I need more space. So now I have the New Air 1500. And then I have like a big grandfather clock one, and they're all full because I have a problem. I will admit
Hey.
it here on your show. I have a slight addiction to buying cigars.
Now, do you have a like so the way most women buy shoes, you buy cigars, right? Or do you just have that for both of those
Oh, no, no, no. I buy shoes too. Let's not be
things?
ridiculous.
Box of
uh,
shoes or box of cigars? Who gives a
yeah,
shit?
exactly.
Same shit, same
You
price
know,
tag.
you can't take your money with you when you're dead. So it is what it is. It literally, though,
Absolutely.
yeah. My shoes and my cigars are about the same price. You're right. The cigars are probably a better investment.
Exactly, because shoes they get dirty and they
Yeah.
they wear out eventually. Cigars, I mean, you're expecting it to burn, so
Yeah, exactly. I know my friend did make fun of me. She's like, you're just burning money. And I was just like, yeah, I do. It's delicious.
that's what happens when you drink too. You're just pissing money. When you eat, you're just
Right?
shitting money.
Exactly. Like, everything costs money, and you might as well spend it on something you enjoy.
Oh, absolutely. Now let's get into talk a little bit about barbecue here. So, like, how many like
Yeah.
grills or smokers do you currently own? Because I know you have a
Ooh,
couple of them. I see
I
them in
do.
your videos. Like that's also an addiction for you too, ain't
I think the overall takeaway of this podcast is that Ashley has a spending problem. It's like therapy. You're like, hey, Ashley, you're gonna need to calm down. But yeah, I do. I have here. I'll just turn to this one. So I've got this one. That's what I use most often. It's a pellet smoker. My other one, I can't really turn the camera and pan to it. It's too far away. But then I have an offset smoker. So same Yoder brand. They do different things though. They're very different. It's kind of like if someone tells you like, why do you have so many, like San Andreas wrapper cigars? They're all different, right?
it?
Uh, so same thing. So my pellet smoker's great, super easy. I tell people if you can use a microwave, you can use a pellet smoker. You just put your meat in, turn it on, and then take it off when it's done. Super simple. So my offset smoker, that's harder because you have to cut your wood to the right size. You have to get your wood to like the right temperature, the right dryness. It's like an all day project. But I love it. It's very relaxing. Like once you get your wood going, you have a cigar, you have a drink. It's like a whole day of fun. But it's a lot of work. Offset smokers are definitely not for everybody. And then I have, it's like a green egg, but it's like the knockoff version. That's one I travel with when I do like RV camping. Um, that's just in my garage. It's not that exciting. And then I have like a gas grill, but that's shitty and I don't use it.
Yeah,
The
gas
four.
grills.
Four's not that bad
Like,
actually.
I mean, Hank Hill, him and his propane and propane accessories, not gas grills, ain't where it's at. It's like that's for if you're just you need something quick, real quick, and you don't have the time. But
Oh
you
yeah.
still try to avoid the gas grill.
Yeah. I mean, it's fine if that's what you barbecue on, like you do you. Mine, I just literally keep it as like my apocalypse grill. I've got propane, I've got a gas grill. If all the power's out in California because our grid shuts down, I'll be fine.
Oh
I'll be
yeah.
eating a lot of meat out of my freezer because, you only have a few days before all that's bad. then we're gonna starve. But for those few days, we're gonna live like kings.
Oh, absolutely. Now, how did you really get into, barbecuing like you are now?
It's kind of like it's like anything else. Like you just do it once, you like it, and then you just keep doing it. I definitely did like the Costco thing where I bought a Traeger at Costco, like everybody else did. And then my Traeger blew up. So that's like a PSA: don't buy a Traeger because they may explode. I keep saying I need to post that video. I actually have a video of it like smoking, and then me and my cousin were like, should we turn it off? And then this whole fucking thing just and like fire everywhere. Like it's crazy. So I returned it to Costco after I'd called the Traeger customer service, and I was just like, "Hey, my fucking grill blew up on me. Like, what do I do?" And they were just like, "Oh, I don't know, ma'am. Did you clean it?" And I was like, "I don't know if I cleaned it. Like, why does your grill explode?" And they're just like, "Oh, that's never happened." So then I googled it, and it happens all the time. So yeah, so I brought it back to Costco, and that's when I bought the Yoder, which is like way more expensive, but it has never blown up on me or like had any kind of malfunctions ever. So I love my Yoder. Definitely like do not buy Traeger. That's the takeaway.
Yeah, I'll definitely keep that in mind. Like I don't have like a crazy grill, I got just a small little charcoal grill and all that, but I
Hey,
mean,
you got to do what you got to do.
I do enjoy grilling, but like it's always fun somebody that's really into it cuz I'm more of the person that likes to eat the good food. Like, I'll do a little bit of grilling and nothing crazy. Just put a couple steaks on or whatever on a Sunday. It gives me a
Still
chance to
good.
smoke a cigar. But like, what's your favorite piece of meat to grill, whether you're smoking or just on a regular grill?
Um, so I like my go-to is usually tri-tip, just because it's easy. I like it. That's like my favorite weeknight like meat thing. My other favorite though, and the thing that people ask me to make the most is beef ribs. Like that's my other go-to favorite that people ask me to make all the time.
Nice. Now, what's the easiest meat to grill for you?
Oh, definitely like a steak. Like if you reverse sear a steak, as long as it's a good cut of meat, it's
Oh
pretty hard
yeah.
to screw up. So I don't know if you're familiar with a reverse sear, what that means. I don't know if I'm like barbecue nerd talking too much.
No, I've heard the term. I'm pretty sure that like I mean, explain it just because like I said, like I'm no expert
Oh
and I'm
no,
not
you're
scared
fine.
to admit it. I'm not gonna act like I know what I'm talking about. That's why I'm asking
No,
the
you're
question.
cool. I don't know if Cigar Prop's here, but he actually I think used to be a chef. I don't know if you know that about him.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, so reverse sear, basically what you do with the traditional sear method is you get the outside of the meat really hot, and then you finish it in
Hmm.
like an oven or smoker or whatever to get it to the right medium rare temperature. With a reverse sear, you basically do that process backwards. So you cook it like in the oven at like 225 degrees or in a smoker or whatever, and then you sear the end of it. And so the reason you do that process is it gives you like a crispier exterior on the meat. Basically, because while it's cooking, it sort of dries the exterior out a little bit. And then when you sear it at the end, it just gives you like that nice crispy finish.
Hmm.
And then the other reason you do it is, have you ever like cooked a steak and noticed that it's like super raw in the middle, but then like burnt to hell on the outside?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this process really like eliminates that because
Okay.
you're slow cooking it, so it cooks evenly all the way through the meat, and it gives you like a more even color all the way through. And then you just sear the exterior real quick to get like that nice crispy kind of finish. So
Oh, nice.
definitely that's the way to do it. Even if you're cooking on a charcoal grill, you can still start your steaks like in the oven and then just finish them
Yeah.
on the charcoal. You will be amazed with the result. The other thing that I definitely suggest you do, don't salt your meat like right before cooking it. So salt it and then put it on like a wire rack and put it in your fridge for at least like 4 or 5 hours. The salt's gonna get all the way through and then it's gonna dry out the outside of the meat so you can get like a crispier finish on the meat. Just trust me on this one. Salt it for 4 hours
Oh,
before.
trust me, I trust you.
Okay, good. But yeah, salt it for like 4 hours before. If you can salt it for 12 hours, it's even better. Um, and then take it out, let it get to room temperature, and then you can do it in the oven if you want, and then just finish it on your charcoal grill. Or you can do it the whole way in a charcoal grill and just put it like on indirect heat and then put it over like just direct hotter fire. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be a life changer for
Oh
you, I
yeah.
promise.
Oh, absolutely. Now, next time I do a steak, I'm going to try that process because
I got so excited, I gotta relight
I'm
this.
No, but I'm always, when it comes to cooking stuff, I'm not a big cook, but like I said, I like to, make some steak every once in a while, some on the grill. I'm very spoiled, typical, Italian kid. My grandma always cooks.
Oh yeah, I get it.
Always
I will
cooks.
say,
Grew up, my mom always cooks some, so
I
it's
will give
like
you this
I'm
discount
terrible at
code.
cooking.
So if you go to Haltman's, use the code Marchbox. I
Hmm.
know it's not Italian, but their turkey and cheddar sausage is like the greatest fucking sausage I've ever had. It's not Italian sausage or anything. It's just really fucking good.
I thought the only
Uh,
type of sausage was Italian or Jimmy Dean's.
Italian or Jimmy Dean's, I love it. You know what? I'm the worst Italian because I don't like most American Italian sausage because I hate fennel. Like I cannot stand fennel in my meat.
Mm,
And like it's impossible to find Italian sausage without fennel in it.
yeah,
Yeah, it's like I don't know why you put these weird ass little licorice tasting seeds in my sausage.
yeah. I mean, I like sausage. To eat. The meat. I don't need anybody in the comments saying anything inappropriate.
No, there's,
That's kind of
we heard shirtless Mike say like sausage.
now somebody's gonna scream. They're gonna like get a
Just play
sound
that loop
bite.
over and over.
I like sausage. I like sausage.
It's
I
gonna be
like
like one of those like weird TikToks.
Oh Lord, here I go.
If
And
I
with
was
my
better at
luck, and
editing,
with my luck, you'll probably be the one to do it, and then just like
just send it back to you. No, I would not do that. That's so mean, girls. It would be funny though.
no. But Kevin might do that.
Kevin probably will.
he has the ability to do that.
Kevin's like a genius with tech. Like he's so creative.
Yes. Oh, absolutely. Like
I love
he's
his
what
TikTok.
he. Yeah. Like I don't even get on TikTok anymore because I don't know. It just takes up so much space on my phone and all that, and I'm just
Oh
like,
yeah,
I mean, I like TikTok, but I don't know. I just stopped doing them. Although Kevin was like, yeah, that's the next platform and all that.
it
It
is
is what
cool.
it
I
is.
like it. Again, it's like Instagram Reels though. Like I get on, I'm like, I'm just gonna watch like a couple, and then my whole day's gone, and I don't know what happened to it.
Oh yeah, I saw that
Uh,
TikTok that you did earlier. Like, how do you do those TikToks with like
oh
where
yeah, the teeny
you're like
macaron.
getting yeah the one where you're getting ready and then all of a sudden you go like you shake the camera or whatever and all of a sudden boom you're
I
ready.
know. You know what's funny? It's like as I was filming it, I was like, this is so stupid. I can't believe I'm doing this. And then I was like, well, I'll just post it. I already made it. I normally don't post those like trendy kind of things. But yeah, you have to like pause. It's a lot of work, actually. I don't recommend it. Because you have to like pause the camera and then like get ready and it takes a lot of thinking. You know what I would say makes like the best Instagram reels is the burn down. Have you seen their reels at all?
Yes, I think so.
Oh, they're
I
so funny. Definitely
but
check
I'm gonna
those
have
out.
to go back and review them some more because I just see so many reels. But I definitely I've seen when you were on the Burn Down podcast and all that. So I definitely got to
Oh
check them
yeah.
out a little bit more.
Yeah, they're like little reels are so funny. I don't even know how they're that creative. They always do like the voiceovers. And I don't know if you follow my friend Hannah. Her name's Rojo Corojo on Instagram.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, she makes really cute reels too. She's like so creative about it.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, there's so many people out there that just got some cool shit going on. It's like it's overwhelming.
Oh yeah, and I mean I love it. Like as a content creator, I'm sure you're kind of the same way. Like I love seeing all the other stuff people come out with, just because it's I don't know. It's like it's fun to see what other people do the same thing as you do, but like how they do it differently.
Oh yeah. Kevin's wild. It's wilding
What do
out
you think?
today. Mike only follows women on Instagram. You damn right.
That's
And then
because we're more fun.
Kevin said, "Have you seen my newest cigar? Send news." Yes, I saw the darn picture when you took it.
Oh, I
Oh
need to go check
Lord.
it out. Kevin, I will definitely check it out as soon as I'm off of
It
here.
was a
I'm
it
so
was a
sad I missed it.
picture of him in front of the Room 101, the big red Room 101 sign,
Oh
and
gosh.
covering his junk. Ugh, I'm still scarred from it.
So I will say that like two of my favorite Kevin I don't know, TikToks or whatever you want to call them. He has one where it looks like he's pantsless, but it's like just his ring, like on the front of his door for his house. I love that
Yeah.
one. It makes me laugh every time. And then there's one that I think about all the time when I'm like smoking a cigar that's really shitty. Is that he has one where it's like people always ask me if the cigars I smoke are good, and then it cuts to this guy. He's like, sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit, and it's like my favorite one because that's how I feel all the time.
Yeah. I mean, lately I've been smoking nothing but good. It's been a while since I smoked a shitty cigar. Um,
Okay,
the
well
last
that's
shitty
good.
cigar, I wasn't thinking it was gonna be shitty. I'm not even gonna say the name because
Oh, I
I
want to
just
know
don't.
now. That's the only thing I want to know.
I'll tell you off record because I'm sure you can. It's the one that everybody talks about.
Okay, was it a Swisher? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, Swishers, man. Swishers sweets are fucking terrible.
It was
Phillies
a
and
black
white
and mild. Be
owls,
honest.
black and miles, all that shit.
No, you know what's funny though is like there's so many cigars that I feel like you could love or I could love, and then you give one to your friend and they're like, "Why do you like this?" And that's kind of the fun, you know?
Yeah, I mean this one, like, there's one cigar that I like by this particular brand, and then the rest of them are just shit.
Yeah. All right. Tell me off record. I need to know now.
Oh, I will. So let's see, we got less than 15 minutes. What to do for before we end the show here? We're gonna play a fun little game. I like to do like little fun questions, and I was live
All right.
with I don't know if you follow Ashes with Ash. I was live on
I
Instagram with them.
do.
Although we're
She's
not
so
gonna get
sweet.
yeah, she's super cool. She was on my show the last time I had a show because I didn't have a show last week, but she's an awesome guest. But we were doing like would you rather questions, although the ones that we were doing live on Instagram was like super wild. Like, these are just like more tame in a way because um but I'm
All right, let's
sure
hear it.
but anyway, so would you rather have the ability to see 10 minutes into the future or 150 years into the future?
10 minutes. Definitely 10 minutes.
Yeah, I'd say
I'm
about
not
the
going to
same.
Yeah, I'm not going to be alive in 150 years, so like that's useless.
Yeah. I mean, who gives a shit about 150 years if we're not here to
Yeah.
experience it?
I know what it's going to look like. It's going to be covered in plastic.
All right. Would you rather be forced to sing along or dance to every single song you hear?
I already sing along and I'm so bad at it. So I guess I'll go with that one. Sorry, everybody around me in the car.
I'm sure you have the windows down and everybody has to
Oh,
be subject to it.
I think I'm so cool. And it's funny because my best friend and I were listening. Is it by like Ja Rule or the PIMP song? Maybe it's by 50 Cent. I forget. But we were like literally driving in her minivan with the windows down, and we pulled up to Starbucks, and we have like that music on. And you think we were way tougher than we are? She's just like, "I need
Yeah.
almond milk for my tummy," and it's just like, "Oh, okay." Like this is the least hard thing anyone's ever done.
All right. Before we go on with the questions, Kevin has one. Would you rather give Steve Saka a 15-minute butt massage or smoke nothing but Gurkhas for the rest of your life?
Gurkha, definitely Gurkha.
I'll go ahead and say
Thanks,
that the brand
Kevin.
the brand that I was talking about was Gurkha, but I'm not gonna say which particular one, but because I don't want to, be so
No, it's
unfair.
fine.
Because
I feel like Gurkha
there's
has a
people,
lot of like okay cigars and then a lot of not okay cigars.
yeah. Well, there's people that I'm cool with that do work for Gurkha, and I'm just honest with them. I'm like, hey, look, I only like this one cigar. That's it.
Oh, it's fine. I love Drew Estate, but the Kentucky Fire sucks. I'll say it. It's my least favorite cigar ever. But I love everything else Drew Estate. Like I had a Nika Rustica earlier, which actually Kevin turned me on to those, and they're bomb. I probably wouldn't have even tried it if Kevin didn't tell me to.
Yeah,
So thanks,
definitely.
Kevin.
Shouts out to Kev from Cigar Prop. Another shout out. Would you rather be in jail for 5 years or be in a coma for a decade?
Which kind of jail?
Jail, prison, whatever. Jail.
Well, yeah, I guess I'll go with jail. Um, yeah, final answer jail.
Don't drop the soap.
I mean, I would go to a women's prison. Is it that bad? It's probably that bad. Um,
Yeah, yeah. Women think they're a little worse than men.
Yeah. Yeah, it would suck. I mean, those are both bad choices.
Hey, you have to pick one.
No, yeah, I
Uh,
guess I'll go to prison. It's only 5 years.
Yeah,
I'll get out
definitely.
shredded.
Heck yeah. You get out, have a welcome home party, go to the mall, go get you some sweaters.
I'll get one of those cool prison tattoos that say like, I don't know,
Big
something cool prison.
ashes.
Yeah, it'll be like, across my back, like big on one side, ashes on the other. I would have a prison bitch. Actually, I'd probably be someone's bitch. I'm like so not a fighter.
Most definitely. Um, would you rather give up air conditioning and heating for the rest of your life or give up the internet for the rest of your life?
The internet, definitely. Yeah. I like climate control.
Yeah,
Yep.
me too.
Sorry,
Especially
internet.
cigar props to go get you some sweaters. That I was regurgitating a Mike Epps joke. I'm a big Mike Epps fan, so he was talking about
Oh,
when
nice.
dudes get out of prison. He's like, man, dudes get out of prison, but like, guess who's home? He'd be like, yeah, yeah. They'd be bragging, talk about, yeah, they took me over to the mall. Take me to the mall, baby. Take me to the mall. Like, yeah, they got me some sweaters. That's what I was referencing. So, um, would you rather never be able to go out at during the day or never be able to go out at night?
Ooh, day. Yeah. Yeah. Final answer, never go out during the day. I could totally be a vampire and be fine.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind not going out during the day. But
Yeah,
nowadays, now that
especially
I'm
if I have
older, I get tired at
air
night though.
conditioning
That's
and
the only.
heating.
Yeah.
It'll be fine.
Would you rather vomit on your hero or have your hero vomit on you?
Oh, vomit on my hero. Because if my hero vomits on me, I'm going to vomit right back on them. So either way,
Would you rather wear the same socks for a month or the same underwear for a week?
socks. Yeah, socks. Still gross,
Good
but
choice.
socks.
Would you rather cuddle a koala or pal around with a panda?
I do not know much about either animal. Uh, I feel like pandas are not as nice as they look. So koala.
Yeah, I heard koalas are kind of dicks too.
Really? Most animals are dicks. Like we always think they're so cool. Animals are such dicks. Actually, YouTube animals being dicks. There's this like really funny video of these like buffalo running. They're like running away from a predator. And you think like you see this little buffalo and he like trips and you think he's gonna get away, and the big buffalo just like knocks him on his ass and keeps running. It's just like, fuck you, little buffalo, get eaten, and then just keeps running. I don't know how we got on that subject, but it's a funny YouTube video, and animals are assholes.
Absolutely. We got on that subject because we got ADD. So,
That is so true. That is exactly how we got on that subject.
but that's what makes it all the more fun. Would you rather? Hold on, I don't want to gross you out here. Would you rather never eat watermelon ever again, or be forced to eat watermelon with every meal?
Ooh, never eat watermelon ever again. I could definitely do without watermelon.
Oh, you don't like watermelon?
I don't dislike it, but I'm not like, oh my god, there's watermelon here. But I'm sure if I had to have it with every meal, I'd be like, oh my god, there's watermelon here.
I'm like, fuck watermelon.
Yeah, right? All the seeds.
Would you rather get trapped in the middle of a food fight or a water balloon fight?
Water balloon fight. Yeah, because food's like really sticky.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
I
actually,
I got
yeah.
trapped in a food fight before when I was
Really?
growing up. I was
Did it
in
suck?
timeout when I was a kid. I was in timeout. I got in trouble at the dinner table, and when I was in timeout, sitting in the corner, all of a sudden my family started having a fucking food fight. And then like 2 or 3
That's an
years
Italian thing
later,
right there.
no, well, it was at my dad's house. My dad's not the Italian one,
Oh, okay.
but no, but then a couple years later, they were moving this dresser that they had as like a little whatever you call it by the front door. they had like a dresser to put like a fish tank or whatever on, and they moved that because they got new carpeting, and there was freaking spaghetti, um, like dried spaghetti, like attached to the wall from the food fight from a couple years prior. All right, just a few more because we got like 5 minutes here.
All
So,
right. Rapid fire. Let's do it.
would you rather have a child every year for 20 years or never have any children at all?
Never have any children. Oh my God. Every year? That's too much.
That's
I'll
like
adopt.
19. That's like 19 kids and counting there.
Way too much.
Would you rather be gassy on a first date or your wedding night?
First date. I'll just break up with them. We'll be fine.
Never have to see them again. Would you rather be able to take back anything you say or hear any conversation that is about you?
Oh, I never take back anything I say, so I'd rather hear any conversation.
Absolutely. Oh God, let's see.
I said it. I meant it. What does Kevin say?
Oh, Mike in a water balloon fight with them sexy nips showing through his thin white shirt.
We
Hey,
should
I'm
have
not
just
worried.
brought Kevin on with us.
I know. I should have just. Kevin's due
It's
to
okay.
come on the show anytime. I'm trying to get Jessica first because Kevin's been on the show. I'm trying.
Oh,
I'm trying
I
to
love
schedule it with Jessica to get her on, but
I love
can't say
Jessica.
much. Can't say we got to nail down the date though. But yeah,
Sorry,
and
Kevin,
then
but Jessica's the cooler out of the two of them.
I love Jess. She's cool as shit, man. That's my
She's
dog.
so
But
cool.
if both of them are there and we're just hanging out, Kevin will be like hanging out with next to Steve Saka, and then I'll be sitting there just talking to Jessica,
Just
just like
giving
me and
Steve
you are
Sock a
sitting
butt
here
massage.
talking. Exactly. All right, two more here. So, would you rather travel the world for a year, or have $50,000 to spend however you please?
Travel the world for free. Well, do I get to pick where I stay?
I don't know. It just says travel the world for free.
All right. I guess we'll travel the world for free and assume I get to stay first class. It's
Excellent.
it's your hypothetical. We can make it however we want.
Yeah. I got a whole shit ton of these. One more here. Make it good here.
All right. Yeah. Make it
I'm
count.
gonna make it really good. Would you rather eat only pizza for a year or not eat any pizza for 5 years?
Mm. Not eat any pizza for 5 years. That pizza's gonna taste so good after 5 years.
Oh yeah, I definitely agree with that.
But I would hate pizza if I had to have it every day for a year.
I eat pizza several times a week, but after a while, kind of, I only do it because at my job there's a Domino's like across the parking lot, and it's just so convenient to go and order it online, and then like I can't really leave the shop too long or whatever. So I
Oh
have to
yeah.
tell my coworker I'm just walking across the street.
I will say that carbs with cheese and tomato are like the secret to life. Like pizza's amazing, pasta with like sauce and cheese, amazing, lasagna, amazing. Uh Quesadilla with salsa, amazing. That combo of like carbs, cheese, and tomato, the best combo ever made.
Absolutely, I agree with that right there.
Grilled cheese and
So
tomato soup, amazing.
now I'm getting hungry, and I already ate,
Yeah. Oh
and
yeah,
I
grilled cheese and tomato soup sounds bomb right now.
and I ate pizza too.
It's a secret winning combo though. Anything you make with like a carb, cheese, and tomato, perfect.
Absolutely. Well, well, it's been an hour, and
Oh
I
yeah,
appreciate
that
I
was
appreciate.
so fast.
I know, right? Hey, time flies when you're having fun. So yeah. So before
Absolutely.
we get out of here, let everybody know where they can follow you on the interwebs and all that good
Oh
stuff.
yeah. You can friend me on Facebook, but I don't go on Facebook a lot, so it's probably not the best place. You can find me on Instagram, BigAshesCigars. Check out my website for my box, also BigAshesCigars.com. I have a TikTok too, also Big Ashes Cigars. It's kind of a common theme here. It's pretty much the easiest way to find me.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate you for coming on the show, Ash. It's always a
Oh yeah.
pleasure. You're an awesome sister of the leaf, and good friend. And hopefully one day you'll make it to Florida where all us cool people
I
are.
will. I will definitely one day make it to Florida. Not Philadelphia, because that's not where you live.
You thought I lived in Philadelphia.
I don't know why I thought that. I just for some reason did. But definitely, I will make it out to Florida. We are gonna hang out. Are you gonna be at PCA?
No, no, it's kind of
Okay,
rough for me to get around because I got a lot of responsibility
I know
at
you
the
got a lot of
shop.
stuff going on. Okay, well, I will just have to come to
Unless
you
my boss
then.
wants to take me to PCA, but
Yeah, little plug for your boss to take you to PCA. It would be bomb. If not, I'm sure we'll see you at something, or I'll just have to come out to Florida and we'll hang out.
yeah, you have to come to the Great Smoke next year, and
Yeah,
I might be throwing another official birthday bash. I think Abe is down to make it an official smoking pre
nice.
party because
That
I
would be
did
so fun.
because I brought the people out this year. So
Oh, very cool. Yeah, definitely let me know. If not, we will keep hanging virtually.
oh yeah, most definitely. Thank you guys for tuning in tonight. And if you're watching this after the fact, make sure you share the show, hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed, and I will let you know when we're not live so you can talk that real shit.